We are starting our final video today. I want you to copy these numbers down. We have 1/4 times 1/4 of 3. We have 1/4 times 3. We have 4 times 1/3. We have 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. And we have 3 times 1/4. And what I would like you to do is, after you copy these down, I'd like you to figure out which one of these numbers is not the same. Which one of these numbers represents, or which one of these expressions represents a different value. Alright, so take some time, copy that down, and figure out which one is going to give you a different value. When you have that, I want you to circle it, okay, and then restart the video. Check and see if you're right. Hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, you have circled one of these answers. And the question is, which one did you circle? And did you circle the right one? Well, let's go through the process and see what happens here. 1/4 of 3, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply, pretend this of is a multiplication symbol. So 3 times 1 is 3, 1 times 4 is 4. Same thing here. Hopefully this problem looks familiar because it's 3 times 1 is 3, 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, 4 is over 1. We're going to get 4 times 1 is 4. 1 times 3 is 3. That one looks a little different, doesn't it? We got 1, 2, 3. Add the numerators. What language are we speaking? 4. And then 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times 1 is 4. So 3/4, 3/4, 4/3, 3/4, 3/4. Hopefully, boys and girls, you circled 4 times 1/3. Okay? Alright, so that's where we're going to start. What I'd like you to do is what we're going to do next is just kind of some visual representations of what we've been doing when we've been multiplying fractions times whole numbers. Okay? So let's look at, we have 1/7. Let's go back to white here. 1/7 times 2. Okay, and what I'm going to do on this number line here is I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's a big one there. Start, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is all extra, so I'll erase this. Okay. Now, when we look at this, when we look at what we're doing with 1/7 times 2, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking 1/7, which is this, and then we're going to be taking another 1/7, which is this. So we have, how many sevenths do we have? We now have 2 sevenths. Okay? Now, if you don't believe me, 1 times 2 is 2, 7 times 1 is 7. Alright, so I'm going to give you 2 more problems, and I'd like you to do the same thing, create a number line, and then figure out a visual representation of what we're doing. Okay, now we're going to do 3/7 times 2, and we're going to do 1/5 times 3. Alright, so why don't you take time and figure those out, and then restart the video, and when you're done, check and see how you did. Hopefully you got some answers, boys and girls. First thing I'm going to do is just copy this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a bold one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that's my bold one. And then I have 3/5. 3 out of 7. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do that once, and 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do that twice, and what I'm going to get is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to get 6 sevenths. If I want to do that multiplicational, 3 over 7 times 2 over 1, 6 over 7. Alright, the next one is a little bit more difficult, just because there's a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is extra, so we'll get rid of that. Alright, and I want 1/5 3 times. So I'm going to take my 1, and take my 1, and take my 1, and I'm going to get how many fifths? 1, 2, 3, 3, and my language is fifths. Now, hopefully that problem looked familiar because that was our beginning of our story problem that we started the lesson with Farmer Smith and Farmer Hanson and Farmer Diaz. All right. So we'll finish off with 1, 2, 3-ish problems, okay? So let's look at, and then I want you to solve them. 4/4 times 3, 1/6 times 4, 5/6 times 4, and then 1/3 times 8. So pause the video, work the problems, and then restart the video when you have a response, and we will check and see how you did. Alright, here we go. 4/5 times 3, I'm going to make that into 3/1, and I'm going to multiply across. 4 times 3 is 12. Put in same as sign. 5 times 1 is 5. Now, improper fractions, so we have to simplify it. We have to put it in the right language. So I ask myself, how many 5s can I take out of 12? Well, I'll go 5, 10, 15 is too big, so it's got to be 2 5s. Okay, and then what's left over? 12 less 10 is 2, and put that over our language of 5. Okay, so 2 and 2/5. Multiply this one out. Let's switch colors. 4 times 1 is 4. Okay. 6 times 1 is 6. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we kind of get slowed. We have to look, does anything go into both 4 and 6? I just gave you the answer, which would be 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And that's the simplified answer. All right, let's look at 6 times 4. Put the 4 over 1. 5 times 4 is 20. 6 times 1 is 6. Okay, now we have an improper fraction here. We have to figure out how many times does 6 go into 20. Well, I can count 6, 18, 6, 12, 18, 24. 24 is too big, so it's got to be 3. Okay, and that was 18. So I'm going to subtract 18, and so I have 3, and 20 less 18 is 2, 6. And hopefully you see that 2 and 6, I can't find the right button, are both divisible by the same number. So I'm going to divide it by 2. Whatever I do to the top, I do to the bottom, divide by 2, and I'm going to get 3, and 2 divided by 2 is 1, 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 and 1/3. Alright, and our final problem, let's go with one more color, because we can. Let's try this blue. I don't think we use this very often. 1/3 times 8. Remember, 8 is over 1. 1 times 8 is 8. 3 times 1 is 1. 3, duh. Sorry about that. Well, now, can't leave it like this because it's an improper fraction. I have to think, how many 3's can I take out of 8? Well, we've got 3. We've got 6. 9 is too big, so it's got to be 2. So it's going to be 2, and 2 times 3 was 6, so we're going to subtract 6, and we're going to get 8 less 6 is 2, and put that over our language of 3. So there you have it, 2 and 2/3. Hopefully you got those all correct. If not, where did you make your mistake? Did you make your mistake in the multiplying to get here, or did you make your mistake in the simplifying, or did you not simplify? Did you not change from an improper fraction to a mixed number, or did you not reduce? Okay? Hopefully the goal is, if you get to here, this is where we should be, and then you should remember how to change from an improper to a mixed number. Hopefully when you got to here, you remembered to reduce. If you didn't remember, the question is, did you understand our concept today, which is multiplying a fraction by a whole number? All right, that's all I got. You can show Mr. Winkleman your notes. If you have any questions, please ask when you show me your notes, so I can help you at that point in time. Rather help you sooner rather than later when we get confused. All right. Otherwise, we will talk to you in a bit.